Hello and welcome to day 109 of the 1000 days of no code chat. For the last few days, we have built very simple automations involving a trigger and mostly one-step action. But what if we need some complex automations? Like there's one trigger that happens and then we need multiple actions to happen one after the other. For example, let's say somebody fills a form on your website. Instead of just saving their response, you want to do the following. Send them a confirmation email, notify your team on Slack or WhatsApp, and add the details to your CRM. This is where multi-step automation comes in. Instead of setting up multiple automations separately, we can handle this all in the same automation. So let's build our first multi-step automation. So today what we are going to do is create an automation where when somebody adds a comment to one of our YouTube videos, then we will use OpenAI to generate a response apt for the comment that we have received and post it as a response back on YouTube. So let's see how do we do this. We are going to use Make for this. Similar kind of automation can also be done on Zapier or Pabbly Connect. Zapier does not allow multi-step automation in the free plan, and that's why we are exploring some of the other alternative, which is Make or Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to create a new scenario and we will use YouTube. Click on Show More because what we want is trigger, watch new comments. Create a connection and you can give a name over here, agree to their privacy policy and sign in with Google. I'll be using one of the accounts where I have YouTube channel and I'll use the channel. Click on continue and I'll also check this box which says see, edit and permanently delete your YouTube videos, ratings, comments and captions. This sounds scary, but it's very safe. So I'll click on continue and the connection is all set. Now it will ask us watch comments in a particular video or channel. I'll select channel. It will ask us for the channel ID and channel ID we can get it from here, right? If you go to your YouTube studio, you can get the channel ID from here, or you can also click on ID finder and use your handle, click on OK, it will fetch your channel ID. Now moderation status, which means what should be the status of the comment, okay? Should it be published, held for review, likely spam? We will go for published comments only. If you want to search for specific terms in that particular comment, then you can use this. I'm going to leave it. And then the limit by default is 2. I'll leave it as is for now. So click on save. It'll ask you when do you want this automation to start running from now on, right? So I'll click on save. I'll click on this plus to add the next action and we want to use OpenAI. So it is here. So I'll select that and I'll also select this second option which says create a completion prompt. So we will use a prompt to get a response which will be apt for the comment that we have got, right? So I'll select this one. It'll ask us to connect. So I'll click on create a connection. It'll ask us for API key and organization ID. For this, I'm going to go to OpenAI, and if you go to platform.openai.com/settings/organization/general, then you get the organization ID from here. I'm going to copy this and going back and adding the organization ID here. Now we need API key. I'll go back and I'll go to API keys. So I'm going to create a new secret key from here and I'll call this as ABCD automation. I'll select the project, this default project. Click on create secret key. I'll copy this. So one thing to keep in mind is even though you have ChatGPT Plus, Pro, whatever it is, you will have to add credits onto OpenAI to use this, right? So you have to buy the credits and keep it in your account for you to be able to use APIs. I'll head back to Make and paste the API key here. Click on save. This will basically connect our OpenAI account. And then it's asking us what is the method that we want to use, right? So we have two options. I'll go with the first one. It'll ask us for the module. I'll choose 4.5 preview. And then it'll ask us what is the prompt, right? So prompt, we have to give it in message format here. Okay, and the first message will be as a developer system, and I've copied the prompt, so I'll paste it here. So the prompt is, you are an expert social media manager, especially YouTube. You'll get comments from users for which you need to respond nicely and to the point. If you do not know what to respond because of the context, please reply, "Thank you for your message. Please join our community to know more." Please do not respond with anything else apart from what should go as comment on YouTube, so that we can directly use your response as reply to the comment, right? So once this is done, I'll add the next message, and this will be user, right? And text content will be, so the comment from user is step 1, we'll use text original, which means whatever is the original comment from the user, that will be sent here. Once that is done, max completion token, I'll leave it as default 1048. Click on save, and this step is done. Next step, we will connect YouTube again, and this time we want to reply to a comment, right? So it will ask us what is the comment ID. Here, the connection we have already set here, it will automatically be selected. Comment ID is this one, and content is coming from step 2, choices, messages, content, right? Once that is done, click on save, and we are all set. I'll show you. So I'm going to one of my videos from some other account, and I'm adding a comment. So I'm going here. So I'm adding a comment. "Thank you for this wonderful videos. It's very helpful." Of course, I'm promoting myself. I'll go back to our automation and click on run once. You can see that it has fetched. It has got the response. It has already added to YouTube. Let's go back and refresh to see what is the response that we've got. You can see, "You are very welcome. I'm so glad to hear you find the video helpful. Stay tuned for more content." Now, we've also got something called collection here. We have to refine the prompt a bit to ensure that this does not come in. Now the automation is all ready. We can enable it, and we will make it at regular interval, and 15 minutes is the default for free plan. If you have paid plan, you can go all the way up till 1 minute, right? So I'll click on save, and I'll save the scenario, and the automation is all set. And now you might be thinking, was it so simple to create a multi-step automation? And you know the answer, yes. Now I know you might be excited to try this out, right? Multi-step automation is very simple, and I know you all agree with me now. With this, you can automate complex workflows like lead management, customer follow-ups, or internal notifications without any manual efforts. Now it's your turn. Try any of the multi-step automation for yourself and comment below on how much time were you able to save on a weekly basis. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.